Hey, listen, if you're on the fence, just get this. Just get it. I'll tell you why. I've been shooting pretty much everything but real estate with this camera. I shot an event for a veteran, World War II veteran who was 104 years old. Unfortunately, they had no power. They lost power. They had a couple bad storms, lost power, and they just had some Milwaukee pack-out lights and natural light coming in from the windows. So I was shooting anywhere from 1600 ISO inside to 3200. And I'll tell you, I absolutely love using this camera. If I didn't need my Nikon stuff for certain things, I would sell it. I know they're coming out with another one. I know they are. This is like three and a half year old technology now, so it's about due. Leica used to do it every 4 years, I think, something like that. But I absolutely enjoy the color from this camera. The absolutely very little, if honest to God, very little post-production work. I don't know how they do what they do, the chip that they use. It's very accurate. Its color is phenomenal, and even at 3200, I was very pleased. It's much cleaner than my Z9. Guaranteed, hands down, much cleaner than my Z9. Honestly, I don't like to take my Z9 over 1600. When I first bought that camera, I was really hoping it was going to be like unbelievable for just high ISO, low noise, but it wasn't. That being said, the camera, it's not for everybody. I get it. It's slow. It's not a fast-paced camera. But for what I am doing, the enjoyment that I get out of using it and the lot less time behind the computer editing, you know, and Nikon, they're very strong on the greenish yellow, and it's hard sometimes to get that out of there. Canon's on the reds. Leica was great color. This is great color. There's no, I mean, honest to God, there's very little post-processing on this. So that's a time saver for me. The fact that this is much lighter, even with this lens, this is a 90 millimeter, it's a little heavier lens. Even with this lens, it's still much lighter than lugging around a full frame flagship Z9. And the lenses that I like on the Z9 are all and 1.2 and 1.8. So they are quite large. The 35 millimeter 1.2 is what I'm shooting this with. It's a big lens. I mean, it's heavy too. I think the camera body and the lens together weigh about 7.5 pounds. That's a lot of weight. And that's no flash unit on there. That's nothing other than the camera and one lens. So you start putting camera bag where you have their 85 1.2, then you have the 50 1.2 and the 135 1.8. The bag gets real heavy, real quick. So, and I was watching this guy. He took a trip to China, and he had his Leica M11, and then he had the Hasselblad. And he was saying that how inconvenient, the Hasselblad was a nice camera, but it was too heavy to carry on a trip. He had the 55 millimeter, which 55 millimeter is really light. Compared to carrying what I carry around. And he had the M11. The only trouble with, this is what I was telling my buddy the other day. You buy the premium glass for Leica, 1.4, 35 millimeter 1.4, right? You want to get tack sharp at 1.4, good luck. Really good luck. 1.4 is very shallow depth of field. And you're focusing manually by eye, by a split finder. I looked at that, I was paid all that money for that glass. And when I look at the street photographers, they put it at f8 and they zone focus. Then why do you buy a lens that costs that much money that you really can't shoot at a 1.4? I mean, I have gotten things sharp at 1.4 with a Leica lens, but it is hard and it is not fast. So to carry that around all day, and if you want to use that like you buy the lens for, like I buy these lenses for, if I buy a 1.2, I want to shoot at 1.2 pretty much all the time. Granted, if you have a group of shots, group of people, or depth of field you need, that's a different story, but 90% of the time I'm shooting wide open. So that just didn't work for me. Now, my eyes aren't bad, but they're not that accurate critically. That's hard to do. And yes, you can put an electronic viewfinder on there, and I did that as well, but that's still not hitting the mark at 1.2 or 1.4 and getting it tack sharp. It's ain't gonna happen. I mean, it can happen, but you have to really work at that. Now, maybe you're gifted and you can fire that up at 1.4, get a great shot all the time. God bless you if you can, but it didn't work for me. So I would have to just shoot it at 5.6 f8 to make sure that I got everything I wanted in focus. So that kind of defeated the purpose of buying a fast lens. Now, this is 2.5, which isn't fast, but it is very shallow depth of field on a medium format camera. It blurs out the background really, really nice. So I love it. And I wish they had. I do not regret this at all. It has its minus side, like the vignetting around, which is easily fixed in Lightroom. And Lightroom's profiles are the same as Hasselblad's. They're almost identical. And what's really cool is Hasselblad uses Nikon's flash system, so you can use TTL on here if you get a Nikon hot shoe flash mount or Pro Photo or Godox, whatever you use with the Nikon hot shoe, you can use it right on here, which is really, really cool. I'm not a huge TTL fan. They're nice, get you out of a pinch, but I'm not a big fan of that. If you're on the fence, you can listen to anybody you want to listen to online. Honest to God, you'll find somebody that believes what you believe, and you'll find many people that you think are nuts. And you might think I'm nuts. However, I don't really care because I went through that. I go through that all the time. I look at, if I would have heard that review of the guy about this camera, how he took it to China, and it was kind of a letdown for him, I would have probably looked at that and think, man, I don't know if I want to buy that. I'm thankful that I didn't. I'm bringing you the other side of this where it says, I like this. I have a Nikon Z9. I have all the prime lenses. I have all the 1.2, 1.4, 1.8 glass. I'm not lacking in any of that. I would still buy this because I really like it. The images are superior to anything I've ever used. Leaf shutters in it. This lens right here, I can go to 4,000ths of a second with flash, no hypersync. You use the full power of your flash like you normally would. It's phenomenal. Outside, phenomenal. There's a lot of pluses with this system. With the leaf shutter system, a lot of pluses. So for me, it's a no-brainer. It's only taken me, I don't know, 35 years to figure out what I really want. Speaking of which, I'm going to be doing a video. I just purchased another Broncolor Cirrus 800L, which is a battery-powered one. I got it used from B&H, and it was like 15% off a new price. It says the condition was 10, just as good as new, so I'm guessing somebody bought it, returned it. So I saved like, I don't know, $450, $500, and it comes with everything, warranty. So that'll be my second Broncolor light. And I want to do a video. That Broncolor, the one I have now, the 800L, in the 150 centimeter softbox from Broncolor, that light is phenomenal. That softbox, I have the Elinchromes. I have the big Elinchrom softbox, which everything tends to be really warmish, which I don't like. I have several of their softboxes. It does make a difference. I don't care what anybody says, and I can tell you, they tell you Godox might make a really good box. I've not used anything, and I've had $1,200 boxes, $1,400 boxes. That 150 centimeter box with that light in it, Broncolor box and the Broncolor light, unbelievable. Quality of light, absolutely unbelievable. So I'm going to have 2 of those coming in now, so we'll see. I will show you some photographs. I'm going to do a video of all the pictures I've just taken from the memorial, not the memorial, but the birthday party for the veteran who was 104. Really cool stuff. And a campaign that I just shot for a local company that provides food for many of the restaurants in Ohio, all of Ohio. And they wanted some corporate shots of individuals, and they wanted their website to look clean, professional. And I will show you that. And I used this, and the cool thing is they're all executive people, and they were in and out of my studio in 10 minutes each person. Time is money to them, time is money for me. I make them look good in a short period of time. They're extremely happy, and it's all being nailed down what you want to have done. So I'll go over that as well. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you're having a great so-called summer. It's been raining here and cold. But anyways, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.